So we're just starting to get this opened up here. Okay, I'm going to push these aside. These are going to be the ribs that we cook on the barbecue. These are the ribs we're putting in the pot. So I'm going to try and get some ribs in here. We're probably not going to be able to boil all these ribs in the pot all at once, but we'll see.
Sure means yes. No.
Okay, so we do got 2, 3, 4, 5 chunks of ribs in this pot. I'm going to put the lid on. I'm going to bring them up to a boil. Once they're boiling, we'll leave them on for a simmer for, I don't know, half an hour, 45 minutes.
Can you help me? Hands are.
Alright, so I got another pot here. I'm going to put some water in it. I'm going to put that on the stove as well. Alright, so for now what we're going to do is we're going to try check out the rub, see if we need to add any more rub to it. Rub it in a little bit here. We don't want a whole bunch of extra rub just sitting on it, so we're going to just make sure there's no clumps. We'll have 6 nice chunks of ribs. We're going to just let them sit out and get to room temperature while we get the barbecue ready and the smoke going.
Me and Mark.
Once that's done, we'll put them on the barbecue. Alright, so right now we're at a temperature of 600 degrees. I think that's enough. It should be smoking pretty good in here, which it is. We're going to get the brush out. You always want to just preheat your barbecue, and then you can clean all of your grates and everything. We will be cooking the ribs between 250 and 275. Alright, so I'm going to plug this in. We want to know what the temperature is. Right now it's on. It says 290, 292. I'm going to get the other probes ready. In total we'll have 3 probes. One will be temperature of the actual barbecue, and the other 2 will be temperature of the meat. Alright, so what I'm going to do real fast here is I'm going to add some of the soaking wood to this container here. Don't want to fill it too much because the lid does have to fit back on there. So we'll try to put the lid on. There we go. So we're going to let that smoke for a bit, or get until it starts to evaporate the water and it will start to smoke the wood. You'll see some nice blue smoke coming out of it. For now, that's all we're going to do. Once it starts to smoke a little bit better, I'll come in here and I'll throw the ribs on, and we'll go from there. Alright, so we're back in the kitchen now. We got the ribs boiling. It's a little bit dark right now. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to bring this down to a simmer. These ones as well. Alright, so these will be on a simmer for about 45 minutes or so. We'll be back. Alright, so this is the iGrill app, and we want to see the temperatures. So right now we're 265 on the temperature. Alright, let's check the smoke. She's smoking pretty good there. So I'm going to go get the food and we're going to put it on the grill. Alright, so I went and got the ribs. We're going to put those on now. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put this very close. I'm going to try and spread them out evenly. And we're doing what's called indirect heat. We do want some air around each rib. We might not be able to get the ribs all like this, so I might have to turn some to get them all to fit. We'll have to see. Alright, hopefully I have enough propane. This is full. We're just going to let the chips sit in the water. Now what I want to do is get the probes set up in this meat. Alright, so both probes are in, smoke's just going. I'm going to close this lid. Alright, so I got the smoke going. I'm going to turn down the burner on this side, and what I did is I turned up the burner back there. We're still going to try and keep the same temperature of about 250 to 275, and now I'll show you the app. Alright, so this is the app right here. You have right now, this is Probe 1. Probe 1 is our actual barbecue temperature. You can select it and you can actually edit cook. So it'll set an alarm if it goes under 200, and it'll set an alarm if it goes over 280 degrees, which is what we want. Now we'll go back one. So see, there it is right there, telling us, hey, it's too hot. Alright, so I'm going to fix the barbecue in a few minutes. I just opened it up a little bit. So right here it says ribs, spare ribs, well done. You can hit this. This is probe number 2, or number 3, sorry. So this is going to be the actual ribs itself. So I have it set at spare ribs. You can also graph. It tells you what time you started the barbecue at. And slowly, this is when we put the probe in the meat right here. It got cold, and now it's going to start slowly going up. So I'll show you how to start cooking. So connect to probe 4 here, start barbecuing. This is a barbecue probe thermometer. That's for the actual barbecue temperature. This is the one we want right here. Now you can pick your animal. We're going pork. We're going to go to ribs, spare ribs. Now they have this at 190 degrees Fahrenheit. And start. So now, this is where we're at. So I'll keep an eye on this. We're going to let this smoke. There's also a timer in here. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to set the timer for 30 minutes, and we'll come back and check the ribs. Alright, so what I'm going to make now is a spray to keep the ribs moist. Every hour or so, what I'm going to do is I'll go out there and I'll spray the ribs. So we're going to do a little bit of pineapple juice. We'll open it up fast. It's smoking for sure. And what I'll do is I'll spray these nice. We're just trying to spray the rib a little bit. And we'll leave this out here. I think we'll have to come back out here in about half an hour or so and put some more wood chips in. Alright, so it's been about 45 minutes or so. These ribs are basically cooked. We're going to probe them right now. Yes, so these ribs are basically cooked. 211 degrees this rib is. Probe it in a few places here. 205. Jab that one right in the center. 210. You can see how they're starting to separate from the bone. These are the ribs that we just took off the stove. They've been boiling for a little while now. They are cooked, and we're about to get them ready for the barbecue. Alright, so those ribs look very good. I just cleaned the grate here, and we're about to go get the ribs to put on. Alright, so I got the ribs on now, and we'll let them cook for a little while, and take them off and wrap them. So we're going to do the same thing we did for the other ones. Some brown sugar. And then some honey. And we're going to wrap them up. Alright, so I just added the barbecue sauce. These 6 are the ones that were smoked. These ones are the ones that were boiled first. We will figure out which is the better way. These ones have been only on the barbecue for probably about an hour and a half to 2 hours total. These have been on since about 12:30. It is now 5. This is my barbecue sauce right here. And this is the mop that I use. This is a barbecue sauce mop that I bought at the store. Alright, so I took the ribs off. These are the ones that are smoked. These are the ones that are not smoked. Now I'm going to wrap them in tin foil and let them sit for about 45 minutes to half an hour. Alright, we're about to cut up some of these ribs and put them on some plates.
Yeah. Why are you doing an A? Why are you doing an A? Dad, why are you doing an A?
Okay.
But why are you doing A's?
So A is one kind of rib, and B is the other kind of rib. So we'll see what everybody likes the best. Alright guys, so I served the family. We got A
And B.
and B. Alright? So we'll see who likes what the best. A or B?
We all have
A or B? B is the smoked ribs and A is going to be the ribs that were boiled. Now we'll let the family decide.